Human resource machine! Hello, Yahweasel.
And Mallow, let's play the thing that he already said.
You were supposed to say, let's program.
Let's program. Let's do something. So I've played this game before, but it's been quite a while, and I don't think I will remember any of the things that I did.
Probably worth mentioning. Mallow's going to be playing. I'm going to be leaning back and laughing at him.
Exactly.
And some other time, I'll play Rocky's Boots, and he'll lean back and laugh at me.
Yes, exactly. All right, so I'm going to do, obviously, a new profile, because this was my original game.
Employee 1, 42 years old.
All right, this time I think I'm going to be Little Green Girl. I don't know how little she actually is. I think that's just an assumption on my part.
So it's worth noting that Steam streaming apparently has a noticeable latency, but we'll just deal with it.
Alright, so, Yahweasel can't see it yet, but I'm in the mailroom, so this should be easy, presumably.
I mean, it is the first level.
Who's gonna do voices?
Well, given that I have, 15-second delay.
Right. Okay, here it goes. Welcome to your first day. You look like an excellent instruction follower. Your first job will appear over there on the right side in a moment. Remember, you can always ask me for help. Okay, so I need an inbox and an outbox.
So for those who don't know, this game is teaching programming badly to
via
people.
video games.
Yeah,
Yes.
via video games.
I don't think it's always badly. I think it's just very.
Well, it's I don't know if I would call it the best means of teaching Let me put it this way: it's more pop sci is to science.
Yeah,
like it's good for sort of teaching people what programming is, but I don't think that you gain any actual useful programming skills.
Maybe. I would say that if you're not familiar at all with programming, you learn some things about the arithmetic part of programming. Anyway. Like, this is horrible code if you have other options, but I don't have other options.
Right.
You can't see it yet.
This
but
is...
inbox,
I can
outbox,
see
inbox.
it yet, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is sort of 1960s quality.
Exactly.
Actually, 1950s.
Punch card. This is punch card programming right here.
Well, the thing is, punch cards are Fortran, and Fortran has loops.
So fair enough.
This is like pre-punch card. Yeah, this is like ENIAC programming, which is actually post-punch cards, but anyway.
Well,
ENIAC was the first, like, home computer, so.
Okay. Busy mailroom. After mailroom.
Mailroom that actually slightly matters a bit.
Well, looks like you've made it this far. Congratulations on your promotion. Most people stress out and quit before making it this far. But I can tell you have a bright future in inbox-outbox management. Here is your new assignment. Grab each thing from the inbox and drop each one. You've got a new command. You can drag jumps arrow to jump to a different lines in your program. With this new ability, you can complete this assignment using only 3 total commands. Oh, can I?
We've advanced to basic.
Jump is like one of the worst, like...
Go-to considered harmful?
Yeah, go-to. Yeah, go-to is one of the worst. It's one of the commands I never use in programming.
You don't even have go sub yet.
Oh, yeah, I can slide to walk faster.
I mean, there's the minor problem that you're now in an infinite loop, and at some point there's going to be nothing more in the inbox, and then you'll just walk back and forth having a panic attack, I guess.
Yep. Well, this game is smart enough to know that if there's nothing...
Bizarrely, you have only go-to, and yet you have exceptions and input through an exception.
Exactly. But these are all hidden, so I don't need to worry about them. Copy floor. Oh no! The inbox conveyor system is completely broken. He changes his voice every time, by the way.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean we get to take a break from work. Exclamation point! Ignore the inbox for now, and just send the following 3 letters to the outbox. Bug. The facilities management staff has placed some items over there on the carpet for you. only there were a way to pick them up. I don't know how I might possibly do this.
I really don't remember this game at all. I mean, I only played a tiny bit of it from on Random Game Weekly, but so you can actually duplicate things in this thing that's supposed to be in some way measuring reality. You also have only one register, which seems a little bit like a problem. It's actually a bit logo-like, really.
I know that things will get more complicated with, like, because these slots in here are memory, and you'll be able to store and replace things and stuff, so. Your presence is requested on the next floor. Continue to elevator.
You spelled gub. He told you to spell bug.
Yeah. You're supposed to read it from top to bottom, so it's gub. Scrambler handler.
Handle scrambles.
That is one thing about, like, you know those signs on the pavement? Like, and I always read them upside down because they're meant to be, you know. Anyway, conveyor system is fixed, and just in time for you to get to work. The data won't collate itself. I gotta grab the first 2 things from the inbox, drop them out of the outbox, repeat until the inbox is empty. First 2 things. Oh, because, wait. Why does that matter? Why does the order matter? Or, I mean, why does grabbing the first 2 things... Oh, reverse order. Okay.
You want to reverse every set of 2.
Gotcha. So I'm going to need to...
Now let's see how horrendously inefficiently
I can do this. Exactly what I was going to say. So let's grab number 1 from the inbox.
If you end up using 2 registers, I'm just going to, like...
I wasn't planning on using 2 registers. Copy it to 0 is fine. And then grab the next one from the inbox. I think he just throws away, or she just throws away whatever's in her hand when she does. And then send that to the outbox. And I mean,
there's no laws of physics here.
Yeah. And then send that to the outbox and then jump. I mean, there might be a better way to do it, but I'm pretty sure that'll work just fine.
I'm just trying to think if there's any sort of clever way. But I don't see anything clever.
I think these early ones, like, I know that they get very much more open later on. All right,
just throw that on the ground.
Coffee time. This is where we just see the story. Or, are they talking?
Back to work, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Due to our brilliant setup, I can hear the audio, but with considerable delay, and Mallow can't. Oh, okay. All it was that one thing that was I think it's all subtitled.
Yeah, it's all subtitled. I see that. But I'm not going to read it because they're reading it out loud already. So, rainy summer.
Man, that little break room is oddly two-dimensional.
Welcome to my personal rain cloud. I was never very good at math, since I have only 3 fingers on each hand. But I hear you don't actually need to know very much about math to complete these assignments. But I want to know about math. Alright, for each 2 things in the inbox, add them together and put the result in the outbox. Adds the contents of a tile on the floor to whatever value you're currently holding. Okay, so the exact same thing as last time, but add instead. So take it from the inbox.
And everything is very sort of, you have like a single active register, a very limited amount of memory, and operations only behave on the memory and your single register.
Yes. What was I doing? Oh, yes. So and then I grab the next thing from the inbox, add it to 0, and then put it in the outbox and start over again.
Congratulations, you can add numbers.
I can make the computer add numbers.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a computer.
Yes.
It's literally its entire purpose.
So the question is, should I go to these bonus rooms? Because they do get interesting in the bonus rooms.
It is technically up to you, but yes is the only valid answer. So.
I think maybe I should just go in order by floor number.
Oh yeah, they do indeed have numbers, so sure, why not?
0 Exterminator, so I'm getting rid of zeros, I'm guessing. Ooh, look at all these memory slots.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or 10 years? I have a note here from your other boss that says, from this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny! What a treat!
Alright, send all the things that are not 0 to the outbox. You've got a new command, it jumps only if the value you're holding is 0, otherwise it continues. So I don't even have a not. Okay, but that's, I mean, for this particular
Jump if
thing.
0, you can build yourself a not.
Okay, I believe you. I could put like a 0 in here, and never mind. Alright, so let me...
This is so bizarre. Why you don't need... Well, I guess they just only give you extra commands. It's like you need so few of these commands.
Yes. Yeah, because they build them up, and then you can... Because later on, you don't know.
Well, they also give you so much
solution
memory here. Which,
yes, which you don't need.
You literally need 0 memory.
Yes. So let's grab it from the inbox and jump if 0. Alright, so I'm just thinking if I want to jump. So I'm going to need 2 jumps then. So jump if 0.
And just get into a tight loop, and that'll be fine.
Otherwise, send it to the outbox and then jump. I mean, I think that's all I need to do. If I'm not being stupid. Apparently I wasn't being stupid.
How dare you interleave the jumps in that gross way.
Finally we get the challenges. There we go. Hey, I got speed and size. Yeah, I don't like doing that, but, like, that seemed like the most logical solution in that particular...
No, I meant that they didn't, like, form... They didn't tessellate.
I see what you're saying. Here are you! This
could not
optional
have
area
rewritten them as blocks.
Is for high-performing...
Well, you can later on.
High-performing employees only.
Not jumps, but you can write blocks later on.
No, I mean, you wrote those jumps in such a way that you couldn't have rewritten them as blocks because one jumped in. Yeah.
Well,
that's because I didn't care in that situation. It didn't matter.
Well, you're late. 7 years late. We need to make some changes around here. I want to see 100% performance increase. From this point on, your performance will be evaluated extra scrutiny.
Isn't that what the other guy said? For each thing in the inbox, triple it and outbox the result. Self-improvement tip. Where are we going with this? Please leave the high-level decisions to management. So here's the deal. Starting here, there are 2 different ways I could do this. I could have a jump to add... So I could make the jump do the second addition, or I could just add the add command twice.
Dun dun dun.
So this is where options start. So I actually need to copy this to 0, but I think I'm still holding it when I copy it. So then I just need to, I'm just going to do 2 add commands. So I don't have too many jump commands, because I hate jump commands.
Well, you don't have a conditional jump right now, so...
Yeah, that's true. Because this is level 7, not level 8.
Yeah,
level 8
so
is
you
where
actually don't have the option you claimed to have there.
Yeah. Well, no, because I could just do this. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
I mean, if you want to add an infinite number of things...
Yeah, I was just realizing that. Because I'm an idiot. This is where you get to start laughing at me, by the way.
I mean, I've been laughing at you internally.
Fair enough.
the whole thing here.
I got 6 commands and 24. Apparently, that was the solution they intended. There weren't a lot of other options.
It would be
0.
It would be kind of interesting if, like, they misanticipated the shortest version. They're like, complete in 6 or fewer commands.
Later on, Later on, it isn't Well, it might be misanticipation.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
The bonus points aren't necessarily the shortest possible solution.
Yeah, exactly.
But it would be funny if it was supposed to be and they screwed it up.
Exactly. I think that probably does happen later on because there are situations where you can kind of be pretty tricksy.
What happens if you add 4 and C?
Good question. It has come to our attention that the zero advocacy community felt the previous assignment was not inclusive. This time, send only the zeros to the outbox. What happens to the other numbers and letters? Management leaves that detail up to you. Well, I can't send them to the outbox.
Oh, you can't sub. Dang.
I can add 4 and C.
Yes. I want to see what happens if you add 4 and C.
Let's see what happens.
I was very curious what would happen if you sent only zeros by subtracting every number from itself, but you don't have subs, so you can't do that.
Let me just do this for now. You can subtract later on, I think.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, here goes. Well, that's
0 plus 3 is 3. Let's throw that away.
All right. Clear this.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So he just throws an exception, basically.
Yep.
He sends a signal, raises a signal.
Notice that then the values do change, which is good. To make it to where you have to be a little bit more.
Yeah. You have to actually write a program rather than just.
All right. So we're sending only zeros to the outbox. So let's grab it. Let's jump if 0 and send it to the outbox. Otherwise, jump back to the beginning, and then jump. This is stupid. This is the stupidest way to do this. I still need to send it. I already did send it to the outbox. I feel like this is dumb, but this is going to work.
It does feel like you've got a suspicious number of jumps in there.
Yeah,
there is a much better way to do that.
Yes.
Better is dependent. Yeah. There's a much shorter way to do that.
Yes. All right, so let's see. All right, so if I can't put the outbox.
Mallow, figure it out. You only need 1 jump if 0 and 1 jump.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but okay, so
although actually that depends on some behavior that I'm not confident of.
Yes. So that's what I was thinking. So if I try to send something to the outbox at the beginning, what happens?
Right, I don't know the answer to that. I assume that if your hand is empty, then that'll do nothing. But maybe it would. Maybe it would make your boss go crazy.
I agree. So I've figured it out as long as this works.
Yeah. I was working under an assumption that I don't know if it's actually true. So this may or may not be correct.
Let's try it. Now we know. So it does. If I know that the first one's not 0, then I can do that. Then I can do it with an initial inbox. But I don't necessarily know that, do I?
Yeah. Oh well, we tried.
And that's just one more command anyway. So
so it's the same.
All right. So if it's 0, I want to outbox it. Otherwise, don't. So now it's ugly again. But oh well, it's gonna work.
Yep, unsure. I mean, you could maybe use a similar trick to affect the number of steps, but not the number of commands.
I do remember that if it needs to be 28, like you said, I do remember that if it's not general enough, if your code's not general enough, so if it does work with the values here, but it's not general enough, then he'll comment on it and make you redo it, basically.
All right.
In fact, let's see if we can do that.
Well, let's do that next time.
Next time.
Until then, thanks for watching. If you like the video, leave a like below. Cheers from Yahweasel.
And have a great day.